Very much. Thank you very much, Catherine, for for the introduction. Thank you, everyone, for being with us tonight. It's always a pleasure. And I second Catherine's comments about feeling free to join and things of that nature, because at every meeting, what we seek to do is to assist everyone in their efforts to become better speakers, more effective communicators, in the interest of everyone's self-development and growth. That's what we're here for. And so in that spirit, I would like to introduce you now to our Toastmaster of the evening, Miss Namitha.
Thank you so much, Jim and Catherine. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the globe. Welcome to Interpersonal Toastmasters today. And the theme of today's meeting is Yogasana. Before I start, let me again ask our guest, starting from Nitish. Nitish, how did you get to know about our club?
Hello, everyone, and special hello to the Toastmaster Namitha. Yes, to answer your question, how I got to know about your club is I became the C3 area director, and Interpersonal Toastmasters is one of the clubs in this area. So I am so happy to be here and be part of today's meeting, and I feel honored that I got this opportunity to interact with all the members here. Second, I also know Piyush from your club, who is a member. He used to be in our club. My home club is Hard Butter Toastmasters at PayPal. And he also he mentioned Interpersonal Toastmasters to me once. And that's how also I know about this club. I know all the good things you guys are doing, and I'm glad to be part of today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitish. We're happy you joined us. Chinmay, once again, please introduce yourself.
Yes, yeah. So my name is Chunming. Yeah, it's my second time to this club. Yeah, and I am already a Toastmaster member of Sunnyvale Speakeasy Club. Yeah, but I also want to visit other clubs. Yeah, just get a more chance, more opportunities to practice my public speaking. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chinmay, for joining us again. We're happy to have you here. And Gayatri, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And yeah.
Hi, Namitha. Hi, everybody. This is Gayatri. I'm joining from India, and I heard about your club because I recently had an opportunity to meet Namitha. She had joined our club, and so I just wanted to check out how your club looks like, and I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. I'm so glad you took up the role and joined us today. With that, I will ask you all for one yogasana. It's not exactly a pose. Asana is actually a pose. And yoga means joining. It is derived from the word yuj, which means join. And since we are all sitting here, yogasana won't be that easy. And if I start, we'll have to do at least for 5 minutes, and we are already late by 5 minutes. What I'll try to do is we can do pranayama today, a simple breathing exercise. All you have to do is close your eyes and ask you to inhale and expand your belly. Breathe into your belly as much as you can and exhale. You'll have to inhale, and the exhale should be a bit longer than your inhalation. Okay, ready? Everyone, close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. Do you feel any difference? Anyone? Okay, good. With that, let me call upon our role players, starting with our timer. Susan, over to you.
Yes, it will be my opportunity to keep track of all of the speakers, both the prepared speaker as well as the impromptu and the evaluator. At the minimum time for a speech, 5 to 7 minutes, I will show a green background. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow, and at 7, I will show the red. For the table topics, they are 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, you will be reaching the minimum green, 1.5 the yellow, and at 2 minutes the red. There's the opportunity to wrap up. For the evaluation, it's 2 to 3 minutes. So the minimum time is 2 with the green, 2.5 is the yellow, 3 is the red, and you will be wrapping it up. I will be keeping track of all of the times throughout the meeting and give my report back at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Susan. Next, I'll call upon our role player, our counter and grammarian, Jim. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. As grammarian, I will be listening for usage, grammatical usage that is demonstrated tonight, and I'll make note of particular uses of grammar that stand out. I also present today's word of the day, which is stentorian. 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 And it's defined as extremely loud. Used in a sentence. Sometimes when we practice our vocal variety, we tend to get rather stentorian in our delivery. Stentorian's the word of the day. As the counter, I will also be listening for filler words such as you know, and so sometimes, and well, myself, I tend to use and a lot, so I'm constantly trying to monitor that myself. So those are some examples of what I will be listening for. It's not to harp on it or to nag people, just to make people aware and just to encourage them to, where possible, to listen back to their speaking and notice it, so that each subsequent time they speak will hopefully be a smoother experience than the previous time. That is the role of the grammarian and the counter tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Well, especially on virtual platform like Zoom, I feel like people can't hear me. Sometimes I tend to be Centaurian, and Susan very well knows that. So with that, I'll introduce our speaker of today. The speech purpose is to understand your leadership style. It is from level 2, project 1. The title of the speech is Leadership, and our speaker is Shiva. Title of the speech is Leadership. Shiva, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Namitha. I am audible and visible. I don't know, there's some issue. My video is not coming, so I have trouble with that. Yeah.
You're audible, you're not visible.
Okay.
Are you using laptop, Shiva?
Yes, yes. I don't know that's photo.
So beside stop video, there's an arrow. You can select the camera on that.
Yeah, already the camera is on only myself. And,
Okay.
sorry for the delay. Yeah.
That's fine. Do you want to join back?
Yes, I will connecting with other device. So already joined on. So that will take.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So is it visible now?
Visible, you're dark. Maybe lighting issue, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, better. If you can face your tube light,
Yes.
we might be able to see.
Apology for the delay. Yeah, I can go ahead now. Good morning and good evening, Toastmasters.
You're dark, Shiva. Still, your screen went dark.
Okay, without that, I like to continue that. I don't want to take any further delay on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that fine? Yes, sure. Good evening and good morning, Toastmasters. Leadership style. So, what is my leadership style? It's always a question mark with me. Life, even my professional and personal things as well. When I was a child, I got opportunity to become a leader, the class leader. So with my friends and with my close friend as well, they voted me to be a class leader. That was a one month, but I didn't learn much on that. But the days and months and years, it was increased day by day, but I never become a leader in my lifetime. It's not a matter whether you want to be leader or not to be there, but the time consideration and their experience, you should be a part of the leader in your life. So otherwise, you will be considered belongs to some level. Anyhow, I need to be a better person. I need to be a better skilled and professional person. I want to be a leader. I'm waiting for that opportunity. Even my graduation time, post-graduation time, I got opportunity. There are 20 members in my class. Everyone, the four people should be separated and do one of the project in our class. Even nobody chose me. Other people themselves, the group gathered and started doing, introducing themselves. We are one of the group. They're going to do the project. There were the 4 members. They were left out, including me. There is no option. We should get together and we make a group and you have to practice and you have to prepare for the project. There was a questions raised who's going to be lead entire team. So finally, even I also not want to interested to be a leader, but finally it came to me as a leader. Then I realized, so if you fail, the things will go beyond the limit and something will go wrong. We'll not get a good score, good marks in our subject, particular subject. I decided I know that I don't have much potential myself, but I want to learn certain thing. There is a mentor I approached. So even though he's a junior to me in my college itself, but he's a very good expert in the particular computer coding and all. I used to learn initial days with him only, and also ask his experience, how did and all. And same style of things I try to do. So first of all, you don't want to be a unique things you want to do, but if you do the what you do, but you have to be with your style. That's what I applied in my project. It got a great difference in my personal and professional life as well. So nobody believed that. Nobody believed. So we are going to complete this project without any trouble. We are the first place, even though the people thought this guy is not going to deliver anything, because all are in different angle looking. In our class itself, then nobody listen, nobody don't care about what is the subject, what is going on, but get together. As a leader, myself, see, we don't want to gather a team. You don't want to do a certain to do certain thing. You have to do this one. You don't want to do this one. But when we as a leader ourselves, we do that. If we put 100%, even more than 100% with the confidence and focus what we do, surely things will come to our, even wind will come to us, will make us cool and better place we are in. That's what happened. We were the first place in that class at a particular semester. That's how I identified myself as a leader. Yeah, even that, those days after also, I never worry about leader. Anything is come to us. When things come to us, we should show our potential. You need to focus, you have to work hard, you have to achieve the set goal. Even there are a lot of things will go in our mind, but our motivation, what will be even the small activities that will make our difference. Some precaution activity. See, something is going to submit tomorrow, so we should be ready, we should be focused. Even the small action, any moment, that always will give the value to that goal. So that's what I believe. Focus, do work, and persistence, continuously how to set the goal. That's the leadership I always believe. Never worry about other people, whether doing or not. If you do our good thing, good will come to us, entire team, even others also will support, they encourage. That's how in my college, in my surrounding, they came together and support us. We got a first place in our things. Life is always never end without nothing. Even though one time you have become a leader, that's not only, it will always help us to become always be leader everywhere. We should learn new things, we should apply new things in our life, in our career. So then only we next level we go, and we have to show our effort with effective way. That's what I believe I need to put everywhere. They learn day by day something else. And it's not a matter whether leader or others, but everyone leader. But if you are well furnished and well knowledge, if you put your effort continuously, if we set the goal, we running towards that with a focus and achieve a certain thing without any trouble. That's what I believe. I am looking forward to and working with that. That's my own leadership. Myself, I identified by accidentally, but fortunately, that's what I'm looking. I'm still following. With that, I give back to DMOD. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Shiva. Interesting speech and a good insight of how you are a leader and what are your leadership qualities. With that, we will move on to our next section, which is table topics. Catherine, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Going to our theme this morning, I'd like to invite all of us, Toastmasters and guests, to take a go at our table topic. And so I'll ask each one of us to take a moment to use your imagination in the theme of the day, which is Yoga Asana. Use your imagination with the words that I will give you. I'll give you at least 2 words. Use your imagination to bring Yoga Asana to Toastmasters, to this club this morning. So for example, if I say inhale and exhale as your 2 words, I'd require you to take a moment, think about what requires us as Toastmasters and guests to inhale and exhale in order to become better leaders and better speakers or better Toastmasters. What are those things that you'd like to see? Inhale, taking in, and what are the things you'd like to see taking out? Has everyone got my instructions? Please give me a thumbs up if you think you've understood. I can see you. Thank you very much. Okay, and I'm going to require all of us to participate because we're just enough for the topic. Starting off, I'd like to ask guest Nitish, are you able to take this one?
Sure.
Mobility, flexibility. Mobility, flexibility. Guest Nitish Pathak.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Catherine, for this wonderful topic, mobility and flexibility. These are prominent qualities that one can gain from exercising different asanas. Each asana involves some form of stretching where you have to be mobile, you have to stretch yourself, push yourself a little bit, maybe move from one place to another. But eventually it helps you become more flexible. These concepts are very close to our lives, and especially our endeavors to become a better public speaker. And that's why we all are here. How come mobility and flexibility makes us better speaker? Mobility, I connect mobility with motion, getting out of your comfort zone. Try new things. Try to take more roles. Try to experiment and explore your creative side, the phobias that you have, and overcome them. As you become more mobile, as you become more comfortable, as you become more comfortable in handling discomfort, you become more flexible. Last minute something comes up, you will be able to adapt. So it's about the persistent practice that you do using the concept of mobility that will eventually make you flexible in doing things on demand quickly and make you really smart and doing table topics and last minute speeches. So that's how I connect the concept of mobility and flexibility to Toastmaster. Thank you.
A round of applause. A loud one, louder than a centurion one. Thank you so much, guest Nitish Pathak, for that. And now I would like to ask one of us, our Toastmasters, to take on this. Toastmaster Jim, activate, relax. Activate, relax, Toastmaster Jim.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. Activate, relax. They are kind of cooperative in a way, because just in terms of breathing, for example, that's one of the things that yoga is most concerned with, how we breathe. And it takes a lot of intention. So that's one of the things that we have to activate when we breathe. And if we're doing it well, or if we're doing it with a clear mind, it will help us relax. And that's what was shown, I think, effectively when at the beginning of the meeting, we were all invited to inhale and exhale. That was a classic example of how activation and relaxation coincide with each other. So I think it's a very effective concept, and it's one that we can all relate to and apply, because we just were able to do it earlier. And I just think that it's a very, very useful and timeless concept. So I definitely appreciate the opportunity to have us all do that. Thank you for the question.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for the lesson, Toastmaster Jim. Our next speaker. To the timer, please keep tags on me in case I'm running out of time. But to our next speaker, I'd like to invite evaluator Gayatri. Please listen to your words. Positioning is. Positioning is Toastmaster Gayatri.
Having worked in print media industry, I can assure you there is one thing that I know well. It is the positioning. Positioning of people on the pages of newspaper. Positioning of people while making an agenda. Positioning of names when you want to make an impact, when you want to put your message out there. The positioning matters for one reason. People say that you need to get your timing right. But if you talk to a media person, most people will tell you, it's not just about timing. It's always about positioning. If we are in the leadership and if we are putting ourselves out there as the next leader, who would we like to talk about us? Who would we like to introduce us in front of people? Naturally, some of the past leaders, because when a leader is talking about me, automatically I'm positioned as the next leader. It becomes extremely easy for the people to accept me as a leader. Everything comes with ease if the positioning is right. However, look at the Toastmasters leadership journey. We have an area director here. Would he be area director today had he not positioned himself properly in the past 1 year, in the leadership roles he took, the associations he made, and most importantly, the networking he created? Who are the people we are associated with? That determines our positioning. And if those people are really the ones you should be with, then things will come with ease. What do you say, Madam Table Topics Master?
Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. I can't get over this. And to our next speaker, guest Chunming, are you able to take this one? Strengthening, exhaustive. Strengthening, exhaustive. Guest Chunming Chao.
Thank you. I think each one of us need to be strengthened at some point of our lives. Yeah, because we will face all kinds of challenges. Yeah, and sometimes we will fear or don't have the confidence. So at those moments, if we have some friends or family or coworkers, they can encourage us. Then we will be strengthened, and we will have the courage to face all of those challenges. And even we are exhausted by some tasks. As long as we are strengthened, we should be fine. And for me, every day I would take some time that to reflect my mind to make sure that I am strengthened by some positive thoughts. Yeah, because very easily sometimes there will be some negative thoughts, or I feel boring or no all the things no meaning. But if I adjust my thoughts, I will get strengthened. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guest Chunming. That was awesome. Our next speaker will be our timer, Suzanne. I do not know if you're able to get somebody to time you, but here are your words. Thank you so much, Namitha. Toastmaster Susan, DTM Susan, reset, rejuvenate. Reset, rejuvenate, DTM Susan.
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Did you know that there is always a reset button on our lives? I heard from someone just the other day that we need to learn, unlearn, and relearn. In a way, that's not saying that everything we know needs to be tossed out, but that you can take what you need, filter it through, and reset the direction. It is important for all the efforts that we make in Toastmasters to reassess our goals on a regular basis. My first goal might have been to finish a path. Actually, I started longer ago than that. I got my first DTM in the Legacy program. But in Toastmasters, I reset the button with Pathways. And I vowed that I would earn a DTM a little more quickly. I did. My first one was 19 years. I wasn't really interested for 15 years. And then I woke up and said, reset, I want this. I did it. In Pathways, it took 2 years. And what I found is when I was learning in Pathways, it's a brand new world. I'm already retired. So technology I did not grow up with. It's something I've had to learn and accept, embrace. And what I found is that Pathways rejuvenated me, because now there are all these new lessons that I can continue to be a lifelong learner. Never mind saying, I've got a DTM, I know it all. I do not. I'm still learning. So I need to push that reset button every time I finish a path and move on to rejuvenate my excitement and my enthusiasm here in the club. Back to you, Madam Topic Master.
Wow, wow, this was excellent. Thank you so much, TM Susan. Thank you so much, Toastmaster guest Chunming Chow. Thank you so much, everyone. And I would like to give our Toastmaster of the day a chance. I would have loved to give the previous speaker, Siva, But I don't know if Siva, can you take something very quickly?
Yeah, I can. Yes.
Okay. Siva, for you, I have just 2 words. Lubricate the spine. Lubricate the spine, Siva.
Can you repeat once again, please?
Lubricate the spine. To lubricate the spine, Siva.
I don't know that meaning of exactly. So can you please give us some other topic? Otherwise,
I'll give you
yeah.
another topic. Okay. Siva, I'll give you another one. Let me give you the one I used in the beginning. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, Toastmaster Siva.
Sure. Inhale and exhale. So what a nice topic. Life is always, how said Susan, there are a lot of things to learn in our life. There is nothing is end, nothing is a target to achieve. We don't know where we're going to after our life. That's inhale whatever we have and exhale whatever comes. That's it. Learn whatever in your life and play whatever you can. That's a message I like to tell. But you should do effectively. You should learn day by day, continuously. That is important. How we present, how we act with others, how we maintain the attitude with others. Other than that, how we make things better in our life, how we shape our life. Inhale, go wherever things not comfortable with us. Accept it. Even the difficult situation, accept, and it will show the good way and good things in our exhale. That's a life. We don't have any meanings at time, but still be with that. That also be some reason, something we are learning there. With that, I give back to DTM. OT.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siva. And now to the Toastmaster of the day. My 4 words to you are muscles and bones, neck and spine, Toastmaster Namitha. And after this, I give the podium back to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. Hello, Toastmasters and dear guests. I would again gloat and put the spotlight on me as a yoga instructor. This opportunity I got to be one since June this year. And in that, we have something called Sukshma Vyama, which is exercising each and every muscle, bone, and joint in your body. As I said earlier in a meeting, that we usually spend the sedentary lifestyle due to various reasons, work or whatever it is, and that does not use our muscles in a proper way. Some joints are used excessively and some are never used, which later on reflects in your life very badly. Spondylitis, arthritis, so many diseases can be avoided just by 30 minutes of Sukshma Vyama. It is preferable to do in the morning and evening twice a day, or you can do it once a day. And if you have a certain issue, like you have a neck pain, it is advisable to not exercise that particular joint excessively. But it is advisable to exercise each and every one of it on a daily basis to avoid any ailments, any diseases in your future, because we don't know how long we are going to live. My oldest grandparent passed away at the age of 84. And if I am to live till 84, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm bedridden or have to do, some medication, go to hospital every month or every week. I would rather be independent and sufficient in a healthy body and a healthy mind. So I would suggest you try it out. And with that, I would conclude our table topic session of today. and hand it over to our evaluator for the speech evaluation. Gayatri, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. And most importantly, my speaker today, Shiva. Shiva, leadership does not come easily to some people. And when we are thrown in uncomfortable situations, especially which involves us to perform a task, get results, and that too with a group of people we have no control over. We can simply ask them to do things, not force them. It cannot be easy. But when you were sharing your story and when you were narrating the entire incidents of how you ultimately managed to get your task to completion, it was simply inspiring. If there is someone who is listening to your story and is losing faith, that person's faith can be reinstated after listening to your story. I love the way you adapted with your current problems that you were facing in terms of technical glitch, the way you bounced back, the way you did not let the technical problems deter your determination to do your speech. That definitely talks about the mettle you have as a leader. A couple of areas which I felt could have made your speech better are, number one, the project required you to specifically explain your leadership style. While you narrated the incident well, what kind of leadership style you implemented was something that we couldn't make it out. It was not specifically mentioned. The project requires you to explain how your dominant leadership style is implemented in your daily leadership practices, or maybe a leadership style you want to develop and maybe you missed out on implementing that style. So, any leadership style to be mentioned in this speech and explain how it is yours was one of the requisites of this project. All in all, I would say you have the story, my dear brother. All you need to do is go back to your pathways resource, go through the styles of leaderships, take the test again, and identify which is your dominant style. And once you have identified your dominant style, weave that dominant style into the story so that you can bring out exactly how your dominant style helps you in your leadership journey. All in all, an excellent story, inspiring story, motivating story. Just add a touch of your leadership style into your speech, and I think you're good to go. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. It makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. With that, I'll call upon our role players, starting with our timer. Over to you, Susan.
Yes, thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Today, we had one speaker. The required time for Siva's project was 5 to 7 minutes, and he spoke for 7 minutes and 18 seconds, so he made it within the grace period. On our table topics, how creative, Catherine, to get us thinking of words that might be used with yoga in the Toastmasters environment. Love that parallel. Our first speaker was Nitish. Required time 1 to 2 minutes, 1 minute and 53 seconds for mobility and flexibility. Jim, activate and relax, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Gayatri, positioning and ease, 2 minutes and 11. Chun Ming, strengthening and exhausted, 2 minutes and 11. Myself, reset and rejuvenate. Thank you, Namitha. I was at 2:10. Siva, inhale, exhale, 1 minute and 32 seconds. And Namitha, muscles, bones, neck, and spine. How wonderful for you to be a certified yoga instructor to answer this. You did that in 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Well done. For the evaluator, the required time is 2 to 3 minutes with 30-second leeway. And our evaluator, Gayatri, spoke for 3 minutes and 1 second. Well done, team. Back to you, Namitha.
Thank you, Susan, for the comprehensive and detailed report. Next, I'll call upon our grammarian and accounter. Jim, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. I'm going to first start with the word of the day, stentorian. And I heard two uses of it, one by Namitha and once by Catherine. So thank you both for that. And thanks to everybody for thinking about the word also. In terms of usages of language, several stood out. Our speaker, Siva, when you were discussing your leadership style, you began by using the phrase, a leader in your life. That stuck out to me. And also when you talked about having continuous effort and learning day by day. Excellent use of phrases there. For Susan, great use of alliteration in terms of being a lifelong learner. That's an excellent usage there. And you also, before that, a reset button on our lives. That's a very, very good way to phrase it. It's something that we can all picture. And also our evaluator, Gayatri, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I also appreciated when you were evaluating Siba, faith can be reinstated. And then later in your evaluation, the medal you have as a leader. In terms of filler words, there were just a couple of examples. Once with Namitha, I noted, and once with Chun Ming, I noted. Nothing really, nothing really out of the ordinary or untoward. Just you just want to watch just like I did there. You just want to watch where the uhs come in at times that you may not want them to. That's what I would say. And just in terms of grammar, at the beginning, when you were introducing yourself to us, Gayatri, you said something. You wanted to check out how your club looks like. I think what you wanted to just say is you wanted to check out our club, and it's not a very serious faux pas. We want to be conversational and things of that nature. So we don't want to appear like we're stuffy and so forth. So I certainly appreciate why you might have chosen to use it that way. But that's all I have to say there. Just great usages overall. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. I would like to ask our guest, starting with Chenming. How was the meeting for you today?
Yes, yeah, I enjoyed today's meeting. Yeah, and I'm happy that I participated the table topic. Yeah, and also I felt I was welcomed. Yeah, so and also I like yeah, for me I like a club that with a small small number of members or small number of attendances. Yeah, because they feel closer or also have more opportunities to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanming. Next, I'll ask guest Nitish, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Namitha. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that I was able to be part of today's meeting. From the very first introduction of and welcome from Catherine, you set the positive tone for the meeting and you encouraged everyone for the participation. So I've not seen this happening in many clubs where you start with such a word of encouragement and everyone feels so included. So thanks to you that you started on that note. And then James, Susan, Gayatri, Jinming, Namitha, Siva, everyone, all of you made me feel very included and be a part of today's meeting. And I had many lessons to learn today. One thing I like about my role is whenever I visit clubs, there is one tip I take from each one of those. I call it stealing the tips, stealing the tricks from the club. And from your club, I learned that if you do some exercises, it makes all the members feel included. So as you introduce the exercise for all of us, it made us feel as part of the meeting. So that was incredible. And I love the entire meeting, and I would be happy to come and visit again and be part of the meeting and hopefully also sign up for some roles. So thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much, Nitish, for your kind words. I'm glad we made you feel included. Next, I'll call upon Gayatri. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Namitha. I loved the meeting. I loved the vibe. I love the fact that everybody is attentive, alert, cameras were on, so we could see what everybody was doing. And I think that is what keeps any online club lively. So I really love the environment of this club. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gayatri. I'm glad you came and you enjoyed. Love to see you in my club. With that, I'll hand over to our president. Jim, over to you. Any announcements? Anything? You're on mute.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody, for making this meeting what Interpersonal Toastmasters is known for, just giving a very friendly experience, one that people come away from feeling glad that they were part of it. So once again, thank you all for making this another one of our great meetings. One thing that I would just like to say is that earlier tonight, I was looking at the District 101 website and I came across a training that was given, I think, a half hour before our meeting was supposed to start. And it had to do with membership retention. Now, I registered for that, but because of our meeting tonight, I said, I'm not going to attend the meeting, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get or access that training later on. It sounds like it's very important. So after I see it, maybe what I'd like to do, maybe after our next meeting, is maybe to have a short officers meeting regarding that issue, because it is a constant concern, and being such, I think it deserves much attention. So I want to thank everybody again for being here. We should also, I think, try to assign rules for next week, which will be, I believe it will be August 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So do people have any particular rules that they're burning to do? I know I have one, but I'd like to hear from other people. Catherine?
I'd like to be an evaluator.
Okay, thank you. And I'd like to be a speaker. Anybody
You're on
else?
mute.
I want to make sure that Siva's got this information.
Okay. Siva,
Siva?
did you get that Catherine wants to be an evaluator next week, and I'd like to be a speaker? If not, I'll put it in a chat so that you have that information.
Okay, no issues. I'm also noting it down. I can pass it on to Shiva.
Okay, thank you very much, Namitha. Appreciate it. Would anybody else like to take a role while we're okay?
I think I will take on Toastmaster of the Day since I haven't done that in a couple of weeks. I'll come up with a
Okay.
theme in another day or so for Namitha to advertise.
Okay.
I'll take the timer role.
What did you say? So you're going to take Namitha?
Timer role.
Timer. Okay.
Nitish, would you like to be the grammarian or our counter?
Actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend next week. Can I send you an email if I'm attending? I can sign up for
Yeah,
any
sure.
available role. Yeah.
Gayatri, Shiva, Chanming, anyone? Our counter or grammarian?
I'll be able to confirm my next Friday schedule sometime around Wednesday. So I'll connect with you.
Okay. Shiva? I think he's having serious trouble with technology today. Technology failed him. Chanming, do you want to take any role? You there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hear. Yeah, maybe I can take a role. Yeah.
Do you want to be? Yeah, okay. So I'll assign you grammarian role. Okay?
That might be too challenging for me. Yeah, because English is my second language.
That's fine. Totally fine. It's not even my first language. So
Okay.
yeah. With that, I would adjourn this meeting. Thank you so much for joining today. We can stay back and,
Want to stop the recording?
yeah.